Hi, everybody. Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. It's Thursday, the 14th of December, and we are cold this morning, and it's going to be a cold day across the Northeast and Northern Mid Atlantic states, but temperatures are still going to recover in eastern Pennsylvania to southern New England in the upper 30s and lower 40s. The satellite really is not showing very much. There's still some patchy clouds running northwest to southeast from an upper trough that's in southeastern Canada. But other than that, I think it'll be partly to mostly sunny for much of the day. And then we're going to start to see temperatures bounce up. The subtropical jet in the Pacific is streaming northeastward into the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see a lot of clouds building across the western Gulf. And of course, all our attention is going to be focused on this area in the Gulf of Mexico, where a low is going to develop and start to intensify as it moves northeastward toward Florida, and then eventually taking a turn up the east coast. Overnight models showing the low taking a track up along the Appalachians, and that's going to create a strong east to southeast flow as we move through the weekend, but particularly for later Sunday night into Monday, setting us up for heavy rains and some strong winds as that low strengthens and moves northward. But no issues, obviously, for today. We've got some clouds back up in the central Rockies and in the central plains, and there's a little bit of snow that's going on in northern New Mexico and on up into southern Colorado. And we also have a little bit of activity that's nearing the Pacific Northwest, and there's rain there. You can see there's also rain showers from Kansas into northern Texas, a little snow back in New Mexico on the radar, and seeing the beginnings of some rain in the western part of the Gulf. In the Northeast, you've got these little patches of some snow aloft that are moving southeastward. Hardly any of this is reaching the ground, and much of the radars across the country today are going to be on the quiet side. So let's look at where we're going with this storm system. And as far as rainfall is concerned, up and down the East Coast, we're going to see anywhere from an inch and a half to maybe as much as 2.5 inches from Maine down into Virginia, back into Georgia. Heavier rains of 2 to 3 inches. Northern Florida, the east coast of Florida, the southeast coast of the United States from Georgia on up through North Carolina. So this is a one-off. This one system is the only one that we have to deal with over the next 7 days. And as far as snow is concerned, it's really only focused in the United States in that area down in New Mexico and into Colorado, southern Colorado, where we have high probabilities of at least two, and even some higher probabilities in northeastern New Mexico for at least eight. You notice in the northeast for the next 72 hours, we're not seeing much of anything as far as snowfall is concerned. So let's take you through how this is all going to play out. Obviously, there are no issues today with this high to our south over West Virginia that eventually weakens, and then another high builds up on Saturday in southeastern New England. Still, we'll have decent weather for Friday with sunshine and temperatures probably bouncing into the 50s, and we'll be in the 50s on Saturday. And then you see the low in the central Gulf approaching the Florida Panhandle on the GFS. It's a little further east and a little stronger on the European. It moves inland. This is early Sunday morning. Big rains across Georgia, South Carolina, eastern Tennessee, on up into North Carolina. Rain develops. I think it starts to arrive from south to north during Sunday afternoon. The gradient is going to get fairly tight, so you can expect gales from the Georgia coast all the way up the coast Sunday night into Monday with an east-southeast wind that will probably be gusting to 40 to 50 miles an hour along the coast overnight Sunday night into the first part of Monday. And then the rain area will play through. We'll probably get a bit of a break. There will also still be some leftover rain or showers Monday afternoon into Monday evening. And as long as this thing moves along as advertised by the models overnight, we should start to see improving weather conditions and colder weather conditions coming in for next Tuesday. We're going to be talking about this, of course, in great detail tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show, and that will be at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Enjoy your Thursday, and we'll see you tonight.